Hello students, I am Ruchira Mukherjee. Today I am going to teach you lesson 15 of your textbook, that is heredity from parents to offsprings. So today our topic is heredity. We are going to learn what are characters or traits or heritable characters. How are characters or traits transmitted from parents to offsprings? How does genes work in the process? Similarities or resemblance and dissimilarities or variation in characters or traits in plants and animals. So let's start. So the question is, what is heredity? The answer is the transfer of characters or traits from parents to offsprings or one generation to the next generation is called heredity. The transfer of characters or traits from parents to offsprings or one generation to the next generation is called heredity. So, what is transferred or transmitted from parents to offsprings? Characters or traits are transferred from parents to offsprings. So, let's understand what are these traits or characters? What do they actually mean? So, recognizable feature of a human being or any other organism like height, complexion, shape of nose and chin, color of eye and hair are called characters or traits. So we understood that recognizable features such as height, complexion, shape of nose and chin, color of eye and hair are called characters or traits. And the transmission of traits from the parents to their offspring is called heredity. The transmission of traits from the parents to their offspring is called heredity. The hereditary information is present in the gametes of the parents. Thus, gametes constitute the link between one generation and the next and pass on to the maternal and paternal characters or traits to the offsprings. Now, we are going to understand the process of transmission or traits or characters. So, we will see how these characters or traits are transmitted from parents to offsprings. The characteristics or traits of parents are transmitted to their offsprings through genes present on their chromosomes during the process of sexual reproduction. Genes work in pairs. For every trait, there is a pair of genes, one dominant and one recessive. Each parent passes only one of the two genes of the pair for each characteristics. Though the offspring inherits two genes from each trait, for each trait from its parents, but the trait shown by the offspring depends on which inherited gene is dominant of the two. So, what we understood is heritable trait is most simply an offspring's trait that resembles parents due to these traits, which transmitted to offsprings from parents show resemblance or similarities and variations or dissimilarities. Let me give some examples to prove that transmitted traits show similarities or resemblance. The bubble plant produces seeds that produce bubble plant. The offspring of goat resembles a goat. Similarly, the offspring of a human being resembles human. This resemblance is because of the transfer of characters or traits from parent plant, parent animal, and parent human being to their offsprings. So students, our next topic is about variation. We have already seen similarities. Now our next topic is about variation. Despite the resemblance or similarities between parents and offspring, they show some dissimilarities and variations. The differences in the characters. The differences in the characters or traits among the individuals of a species is called variation. The offspring is never a true copy of the parent. There are many kinds of variations in human species like free and attached earlobes, different complexions, dark, light brown, dusky, whitish, fair, different eye color, brown, hazel, blue, green, grey, amber, height, tall or short, chin, cleft or pointed, hair color, black, brown, blonde, red, golden, hair type, curly, wavy, straight, nose, snub, thin, pointed. Here in these pictures we can see this is a picture of detached earlobe and this is attached earlobe. This is hazel eye color, this is blue eye color. This is blonde hair, this is brown hair. Not only human beings or other animals, but also plants show some dissimilarities. If we observe even on the same plants, it is impossible to find two same flowers or leaves. These dissimilarities are called variations. So, variation means the difference in the characters or traits among the individuals of a species is called variation. The offspring of any species is never a true copy of the parent. Are you a true copy of your parent? No. You may resemble your parent, but you cannot be a true copy. Variations are very important for the species. The significance of variations shows up only if it continues to be inherited by the offsprings for several generations. The great advantage of variation to a species is that it increases the chances of survival in changing environment. Now, causes of variations. Why these variations are caused? What are the causes of variation? Variations arises due to change in environment, change in reproductive cell, and mutation. Mutation is sudden change in genes. So students, you have already understood about heredity, characters or traits, similarity and variations, and causes of variations. You already know that characters or traits are transmitted from parents to offsprings. But question is, how do different characters develop and how are they passed on from one generation to the next? To know this, we have to learn about heredity and Mendel's contribution and his experiments. I will discuss this topic in my next video. But before that, you must learn some important terms. And these terms are chromosomes, gene, dominant gene, recessive gene, genotype, phenotype, first filial generation or F1 generation, second filial generation or F2 generation. So, chromosomes. It is a thread-like structure in the nucleus of a cell formed of DNA, which carries genes. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. What is DNA? DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid. Gene. It is a unit of DNA on chromosomes which governs the synthesis of one protein that controls a specific characteristics of an organism. Genes are actually units of heredity which transfer characteristics from parents to their offspring due to reproduction. So, gene is a unit of DNA or chromosome, and it governs the synthesis of one protein that controls the specific characteristics of an organism. And these are actually units of heredity which transfer characteristics from parents to their offspring during reproduction. When a male gamete fuses with a female gamete during fertilization, they make a new cell called zygote with a full set of genes on a full set of chromosomes. This zygote grows and develops to form a new organism having characteristics or traits from both the parents, which it has inherited through genes. The two genes or a pair of genes responsible for a particular characteristics are always present on the corresponding positions of the pair of chromosomes. Dominant gene. The gene which decides the appearance of an organism. The gene which decides the appearance of an organism even in the presence of an alternative contrasting gene. Even in the presence of an alternative contrasting gene is known as dominant gene. It is represented by a capital letter. The gene which decides the appearance of an organism in the presence of an alternative contrasting gene is known as dominant gene. It is represented by capital letter. Recessive gene. The gene which can decide the appearance of an organism only in the presence of another identical gene. The gene which can decide the appearance of an organism only in the presence of another identical gene is called recessive gene. It is represented by the corresponding small letter. Now, genotype. It is the description of gene. It is the description of genes present in an organism. And phenotype, it is the characteristic which is visible in an organism. Again, there is a relationship between dominant gene and recessive gene. Dominant refers to the relationship between two versions of genes. The individual receive two versions of each gene known as alleles from each parent. If the alleles of a gene are different, one allele will be expressed. It is the dominant gene. The effect of the other allele, called recessive, is masked. Genotype. It is the description of genes present in an organism. Phenotype. It is the characteristic which is visible in an organism. Genotype is an organism's full hereditary information, and phenotype is an organism's actual observed properties. First filial generation or F1 generation. When two parents cross to produce offspring, their offspring is called first filial generation or F1 generation. The term F1 means the first filial generation or the initial cross between two genetically distinct plants. Second filial generation or F2 generation. When the first generation offsprings cross among themselves to produce second generation offsprings, then this offspring is called second filial generation or F2 generation. F2 generation cross is the next generation or the result of crossing two sister seedlings from the F1 cross. So students, you have learned these terms and you have to learn these terms by heart. There is homework for you, and today's homework is on your page number 256, a table is given. You have to fill it up, and on page number 257 some questions are given. With the help of this fill table, you have to answer these questions. So students, we have seen about heredity, and thank you for listening. Okay.